What's up SAAB fans around the world, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video I will fix a problem that I've had with my Ng9-5 since I bought it basically. I've tried to lube it up and tried to do different things, but nothing has really helped. And today I'm pretty sure that I know the fix to fix this. And this video will apply to any of you that has a SAAB Ng9-3 or a Ng9-5 with the F40 6-speed manual gearbox. And the problem is that the shifter won't bounce back or return to neutral, to the center of the shifter linkage. It will be stuck to the side, or some of the gears will be hard to engage. So this will be the proper fix to that problem. So now we are inside my Ng9-5 with the 6-speed manual gearbox, and the problem is that the shifter sometimes gets stuck to the side. Now it won't happen, but sometimes it does, and now it's pretty hard to engage some of the gears. And usually when you have been out driving for a bit, it could get stuck in this position, so you have to help it back into the center. And it's really annoying because usually when you go from first to second and then to third, now it works, but as I said, sometimes it doesn't, and it's really annoying. So when you go to third, you would really like to just push it up and it will automatically bounce into the center. But a lot of times it gets stuck right here. So it's more or less like trying to learn how to ride a bike. After you have driven it for a couple of weeks, you get used to help it through the gears, really guide it, but it should be more or less doing it by itself. So the first thing I did was that I lift off this cover and lubed up everything inside, because I thought the problem was the actual shifter right here. But the problem is underneath the hood, in the shifter mechanism that goes down into the gearbox. So we will pop the hood. So to reach the shifter mechanism we have to go down here. So we need to remove the battery and the battery tray and also the ECU on this car to be able to access it. And the thing that we are going to access, I have a new part inside here. This little piece right here. This is the shifter mechanism, and this is a used one, and it's in very good condition, I would say. So a lot of Saabs have the F40 gearbox, but this shifter mechanism has different part numbers on the different models, so you have to be really careful on which part number to use. So this is from Ng9-5 TTID, and the usual problem is that one of the guiding pins that this will rotate around gets stuck, and over time it doesn't work as it should. So this one right here moves really freely. You should be able to make it go up and down and shift between the gears without problem. So this really bounces back, it doesn't get stuck. So we will go ahead and disassemble this from the car, then switch out to this one, and it's a pretty easy process. Just pop off the shifter cables from these pins right here. Then there are two, I think they are E-Torques, two of them, and then you have to wiggle it around a little bit to take it out of the gearbox. And then we will just switch in the new one. So there are, if you have the Ng9-3, usually there is a pin replacement kit, so you can fix the shifter linkage that you already have in your car. But for the Ng9-5 I have not seen it yet, so that's why I use just a replacement part. So the battery cover out and the battery tray. Now we can clean off a little bit down here, and here you can see the first bolt that we have right here. See if we can get some focus, and the other one is on the other side, and these shifter cables are just to pop off using a flathead screwdriver or something like that. And make sure that the new shifter is in the same position as this one. I put the car into neutral, so I will release these, undo the two screws, and then try to wiggle this out. I've had it out once before, and if I remember correctly, it was a little bit of a hassle, a little bit of wiggling to get it out, but still manageable. Quite some fiddling to get the rear bolt out, or the rear screw. Had to use an extension and at the perfect angle from the rear. But now it's loose, so now it's time to try to wiggle it up. Here you can see a comparison of the two, and I will double check so it's the correct number. Yes. So we got the shifter mechanism back in place, and before we return the battery and the tray and everything, we can just feel it out in the car and see how it feels. I reckon it won't be a big difference, but yeah, it feels a little bit lighter. Of course we have to try it when out driving, but it doesn't get stuck to the side, it bounces back with more of a hit than before. So from second to third is like, got it. Yeah, it didn't do this before, it was like more or less slow into the middle. So now we got everything, reverse, perfect. Of course you have to do this every time you shift. Just kidding. Yeah, success. So let's return everything back into the car before the storm arrives. let's take it for a short little test drive. We will see how things work out. In the smoothness of the shifter. So the F40 gearbox does not have the same problem as the older like Ng9-3s, Ng9-5s with the shifter linkage, since this has cables and not the proper shifter linkage that the OG Ng9-5 and Ng9-3 have with the bushings and everything. But I know there is a short shifter kit for this car, which I'm very interested in. So I have emailed the company that manufacture and make those. I think they are from the Netherlands or something like that. It looks very promising, and it should be quite an easy modification to get this to a short shifter. So that is something that I really looking forward to do in the future, but for now I'm just happy to have the shifter working properly again, and as it should. Usually when you drive like this pretty peacefully and carefully, nothing much happens, but when you are driving on a track, for example, you want to do a little bit of quicker shift, then it's a real problem with this, not go into third, and you have to guide it. Now it's just super smooth. You don't have to like force it in any way. It just acts like it should. This is a very nice upgrade, and it didn't take very many minutes to do it. Very many minutes. Really good English right now. I don't know, might have to go to sleep. But yeah, it's a pretty quick fix, that's what I'm trying to say. And now it's starting to rain. So this has been the weather the last couple of days. Just sun for like 10 minutes, then rain for an hour, then sun for a couple of minutes, then rain again. But yeah, we managed to do it in that little time slot when it was not raining. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, because this is a very common problem on the 6-speed gearboxes, the F40 gearboxes. So as I said, quite an easy fix. It's quick to do it. Just make sure that you get the right article number for the shifter tower or the shifter mechanism, whatever you call it. So you get that right, because the first time I did this, I was trying to change the little bushing that you can do on the 9-3s, but it didn't work out, so I had to put everything back, and then it just came out that way that I did not do it. So really happy that I did do it. Sad that I didn't do it earlier, because the car feels so much better. But I hope this helps you Saab fans around the world out to fix your cars if you have the same kind of problems. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel, it means a lot to me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!